in this boxing round.
Oh my God, like look at OvertFlow, man. He looks so much like more in shape than Chris. I was worried.
If they touch gloves or not.
He walks in really confident as well.
Yeah, 90 seconds coming in. All right,
and he just like using his reach. Oh, dude, I was so worried when that happened. When he just clapped Chris like that, I was like, oh no, man. He just played with Chris.
With a jab, a very nice.
And then Chris was doing like the double hand shove or something there.
Who's standing in a southpaw stance.
And he wasn't really getting close to him. Dude, that's when he did that. That's when I got worried. This thing, I was like, oh no, he's fumbling. He just kind of like threw his hands out. I was like, no, that's not what you trained to do. Come on.
Right hand forward, left hand back. That means he's
just kind of like scrambling to dodge, and they're getting punched in the face a bunch.
With a big overhand right, and he's back to southpaw.
How common is it to switch? Is that a normal thing for fighters?
Usually, it either shows that you're extremely experienced or extremely inexperienced.
Yeah, it was weird. He kind of, I feel that a lot of people think that he was holding back, but I genuinely think he just hadn't had a lot of boxing training. I feel that he wasn't being cocky. I think that he just wasn't as good at boxing as everyone thinks. He's had a lot of fights. He's had one boxing fight. I was speaking to some other people about it, and he held back. Dude, I don't think so. I think that he's really fit and really good, but it also looks like his stance is terrible, and he keeps changing stances. He seems hella relaxed. Well, yeah, I think because also, bro, I don't think it mattered if he was winning or losing. Stop kidding yourself. Listen, I don't think that if this guy is not as good as everyone thinks he is, that he'd win. But I just don't think that he's as good as everyone made him out to be.
Which one do you think it's here?
Sometimes it comes all the way down to your weight.
With his martial arts experience and fighting speed, he'd have held back. But it's different. It's totally different. I feel that like jiu-jitsu doesn't help you with boxing at all. I think everyone who's like he's goated is I think yes, he looks confident. He also is way fitter than Chris, and I think it's not hard to keep Chris at a distance and keep jabbing him. Everyone's an expert. I guess so. I mean, look, there were some moments later on.
Keeping that guard up for anything that could come back.
Board up in a moment. Basically,
I think the whole he's holding back doesn't hold water when you see how big his swings are. Like, if he was really holding back, would he really try and go for punches that put him in the grave? Like, if he landed any of those big hits on Chris, it's going to be hard for Chris to recover. Like, I think the whole he's holding back is maybe he doesn't. I just don't think. I don't know what he was doing. I don't think anyone knows what the fuck he was doing. But saying he's holding back is not true when he's going for big fucking swings like that, right? If he was holding back, he would have jabbed him into oblivion when he had like so many openings.
Chris had a fantastic
I think he just doesn't know how to box. Not that I know how to box. It just looks like he doesn't.
Now he's using the rest of his pieces to generate an attack. He no longer.
And Chris, you know, Fab, you got to give credit to Chris in his boxing. Man, he might not have got many punches on him, and Chris even said that to me. Chris was a bit annoyed that he wasn't happy that he didn't get any good punches on him. But Chris was moving. Chris never stopped. Like some of the other fights, you watch them and they stop a lot because they want to try and get a breather. Chris never stopped at all, and he always kept his hands up. He was always moving. He did good. He never at one point with that fight was I worried that I thought he was going to get fucked. He never let himself get like fucked up either when he got punched. He came right back to it. He did good. Like he did good. Like, did he not get any big punches in, or did he not get any good combos in? No, but it's like, all right, well, he didn't need to do that really. But until he threw in the chest, and he kind of needed to.